So it's been 3 days since we stretched these hides. I still got a little moisture. We could probably leave it there another day or two. The other two, they're still really soft. So we're gonna go ahead and leave them on there another day or two. It also might be the fat content on the hide too, because I don't take the fat off of them. I didn't put salt on it. Now, normally I do that, but I want to see if I still get the same results without the salt. Less money into it, more profit, right? So I may have to just leave them on there a couple extra days to dry out better because of that. But we're gonna go ahead and do this one. Now this is a good tool to have on you. I keep it with me all times. It's a multi-tool. Comes real handy. You can use a pair of pliers, whatever, pull these staples out. And if you are taking this off of a barn, if you stapled it right onto a wooden barn or something, or you're doing it standing up like this, I recommend you take the staples at the bottom and work your way up. Otherwise, if you start at the top, the skin's going to fold over and it's going to be in your way. Alright. Now again, this is a little damp still. I mean, it's starting to harden up. So this is about the size of tree you really want. Take your hide, you're going to wrap it around the tree like so, and then you're going to bring it in. Now if yours is dried really good, it should be kind of crinkly. That's all right. And you just go like this. You can kind of see where it's already breaking it down some. It makes it more pliable. So all you're doing is you're just breaking down the fibers enough to where it's really pliable. And any fat and anything like that in it, it'll start coming off too. You can go ahead and pull as much fat off as you can. You're probably better off to do it. But it's not a need to thing. It will dry out quicker if you do though. And it's starting to snow again on us. Now you may have some like towards the ends that are kind of stiff and they're going to need a little extra attention. So you may just have to work just a little pieces of the hide like this. Now you don't want to put too much because you'll rip the hide. Take it, ball it up, undo it, get it all out, flip it on the inside, wrinkle it all up. See how it's getting kind of some wrinkles and creases in it. Just kind of slow and easy. Enough pressure to do some friction, but not enough to tear it. Let's say you got the hide broken down for that size of curvature, but it's still not very soft. So what you're going to want to do now is you're going to find a smaller one. I'll throw it over like this. And it's the same concept. Now just make sure there's not too big of knots where it's going to rip your hide. Because at this point, you've already thinned your hide out, you've already broken a lot of fibers down, so you don't want to do anything where it's going to rip it in the center. So be cautious of that. Ball it up, open it up. Ball it up that way, open it up, and it's just keep working it and working it. Be careful, make sure your hide don't roll up like that. You don't want to be scraping the tree like that because that is going to rip your hide right off, or your hair. After you get it all done where it's really pliable, along the edge there might be some spots that are still kind of rough. what you want to do is just get you a pair of scissors and go around it. Most people, they'll do like a big oval shape anyway, or they'll just go along the edge and just cut all the edge off, because that's where your holes and your staples were, or nail holes, or whatever you used, or anyway, so you want to get rid of that normally. But you can also make it whatever shape you want. But I think you guys got the concept now. It's very easy to make a soft pliable hide. I haven't done any with any other animals, just rabbits. Now we do have a goat we're going to be butchering soon. So if you guys would be interested in watching that, make sure you click a comment down below so I know you're interested. If you are, I'll try to make a big hide with that. So I'm back home. It's drizzling rain and snow. But I want to show you the hide that I had already. Now, I've had this for I don't know how many years, probably about 10. Now this one's got a little hole in it. This is my first one I did. That's why I kept it. But you can kind of see it's kind of got a yellow tint. Very pliable. And the only thing I used on this was salt. Now again, the one I'm doing right now, I didn't use any salt on it whatsoever. So I didn't use no chemicals or anything like that. So we're gonna try it this way. I mean, I know salt ain't that expensive, guys, I realize that, but I'm just curious to see if it'd work without, so we're gonna kind of experiment with this. If this turns out just as good, if not better than this one, then I'll keep doing it like this. If it don't, then I'll go back to using salt. But I did this one the same process as I did this, except the salt. So, and I could still make stuff out of it if I wanted to. Alright, so now that we're home, now we work it more. So what we'll do is we'll take it like this, kind of fold it up, and we'll just keep working it in like this. Keep rolling it, turning it. As you can see, the hide is still, it's pretty nice. Got a pretty nice little glossy sheen to it. Hair's not falling out. So yeah, we'll just keep working it, and then tomorrow we'll probably have to go back out. It'll dry up even more. Probably take it back to the tree for a little bit. Now I will say too, this in here, it was pretty much like it was like a paper bag. It had the crunchy, which is, hear that? This in here was even crunchier when I did it. So I guess I am starting this in a little sooner too. But again, the salt, but it was still the same amount of days. But I will say, if it's, this one is a little bit more pliable. So I've been able to kind of stretch it just a little bit. So it may actually, this may be a better method while it's still just a little bit, got a little moisture to it, just enough. It may actually help break it down, make it more pliable, a little easier. And no, it really doesn't stink or anything like that, if you guys was wondering. It's really not hard, it's a little common sense, but it takes a while. I mean, you really got to work it. Now you can buy tanning oils and solutions, and I think there's some like acid stuff you can put on it. You guys can make it really fancy. You guys can spend a lot of money, but the whole objective is to sell them. The least amount of money you got in them, the better off. And it's all natural, so if a dog ends up getting this and ripping it all to heck, your dog ain't gonna die, guys. They're not gonna get sick off this. Completely organic. We hope you enjoyed watching Chamberlain Family Farms. You can contact us at chamberlainff@gmail.com. You can also check us out on Facebook, Chamberlain Family Farms. We hope you enjoyed. Please like and subscribe.